All right, here we go. Spawning up at the top left for Team Liquid. It is Clem. Clem. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom right for Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax in the red. And it's another one. Another matchup between two players that have, well, really been building their legendary status up. Absolutely phenomenal. For anyone who's not familiar, Clem has really hit a new peak. He is looking just so damn strong. And I gotta say, I'm really excited about what he can do in the new SC2 scene with his newfound skills. He's had them for a while, but he's been a little bit struggling to make them, to translate them to offline results. He's been really close a bunch of times. I think in a tournament a while ago, he was 3-2'd by Hero in the round of 8. That was a really close one. He ended up losing to Zest, I want to say, at a world championship, maybe like a year and a half ago. But just recently, he has had some absolutely stellar showings and really has stepped it up. Not just one notch, not just two, but many, many notches. MaxPax, we still haven't seen him yet in an offline event, but he is a force to be reckoned with himself, isn't he? We are going to be seeing a Zealot coming out from MaxPax. And MaxPax loves this little Zealot play. Clem basically always builds a bunker now against MaxPax because the Zealot and the Adept are so effective in the hands of the young Dane. He's basically just showing a lot of respect to MaxPax, and he's gone for a Marine, no Scout. So this is just generally playing extremely safe. We are going to see Clem. He'll have to micro this SDV. Does manage to get it away, but he will have to abandon building the command center for a little bit. And the Adept is going to show up. This will be a delay on the command center. Ooh, this Adept, can it get the snipe? No. Good job from Clem right there. Able to save both the Adept and the Marine. MaxPax will check in, sees that it's a reactor, no swap. SCV will get taken down, and this command center has been delayed a lot. This is actually a very effective start from MaxPax. I would be quite happy with this if I were MaxPax. Can he get the kill on the Marine? No, barely escapes out. Zealot is tanking a lot of damage, though, and this SCV, ooh, will it go down? Yes, it will. That's 2 SCVs and a Marine for just 1 Zealot, and a massive delay on the command center. This is a gigantic start here for MaxPax. MaxPax does manage to avoid letting the Hellion get a lot of splash damage on the 2 Adepts, so he gets out. He even kills that Hellion, which means there's no opportunity for MaxPax or for Clem to go for a Scout on the follow-through. This is a huge advantage for MaxPax right now. And behind this, he's going to go 2-gate Robo Blink 3rd base. I love what we're seeing out of MaxPax right now. He's in such a fantastic position. He's going to spot these Marines across the map. Will lose the Adept, which is a little bit unfortunate. A little bit late on the reaction time, just a tiny bit. But Clem's first Scout is basically going to come with this double mine drop. MaxPax will not have Blink done in time to deal with it right away. But he does have 2 Stalkers in the natural. That's actually it. So he will need to warp in a couple more. How does he not have the gateway? Okay, there we go. 4th Stalker warping on in. Blink actually will be done in time. Belay what I said. It's going to be done in time for this drop. And that's going to allow him to potentially chase down this medevac. He's up 10 probes, which obviously mules mitigate a little bit of that, but not enough to make up for the whole difference. And with that pylon finishing, I don't think there's a spot for this medevac to slip through. Clem is going to first get eyes on the Nexus. That's a nice... The way he just scouted that was really nice. But it is unfortunate. He didn't see it complete. He just saw that it was done. Oh. Really nice job from Clem keeping the Medevac drop out of range. And meanwhile, the Raven able to get a kill on an observer. That is very nice. Okay, here comes the drop from Clem. MaxPax will pull the probes away. There's that retarget coming in from Clem. Oh man, so annoying to deal with, but it is going to be the mine getting sniped. Good job for MaxPax to make sure it cannot escape. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, able to snipe down one. Did he get a second Marine? No. As he was forced to blink back with the Stalkers, he wasn't able to have the one-shot potential on the second one. Still, 15 worker lead at this point. MaxPax powering up a bunch of gateways, really powering hard. 2 more gateways, I think 2 more? Yeah, 2 more right about to complete, and then 4 more behind it. And of course, he's got charge and +1 on the way as well. Clem, Stim is pretty close, but combat shields and +1 weapons are still a ways away from completing. Despite the supplies, and especially the army supplies, I do think that MaxPax is in a significantly advantageous position. He does need to, of course, be careful about this Widowmine drop, getting in and really ruining his day. He's actually got a probe not mining, by the way. I was like, man, there's 3 probes on 1 mineral patch, but no, it's actually an idle probe. Still, he's on 61 probes. He's actually going up to 5 gases very quickly. No robotics bay, though, yet. He is spending all of his money. Cannon coming on down. We do see an armory for Clem. So this cannon's going to help out a lot. We've got these Stalkers fighting away at the Marines in the middle of the map. Oh, Medevac looking to find an opening in the bottom side. I was made an oopsie there. Where is the cannon? Is that the natural? It is at the natural. Ooh, auto turret. Able to get 3 probes right there. Here comes the Widowmine drop into the main base. Clem will lose that Medevac, but... Or Max, well, yeah. That's not so bad for MaxPax. He cleans it up. There are a lot of Zealots here. Ooh, Zealots actually on the other side of the map. SCV is starting to go down. And that will force the reinforcements to chill. Do we have an observer? Yes, we do, but it's not in position. It's in fact spotting the Raven. The Raven spots it as well, which is kind of funny. Second observer is going to pop out momentarily. Oh my god, there's still a Widowmine alive! Oh, 5 more probes going down. That's a huge mistake for MaxPax. Clem does have a 3rd command center finishing. That Widowmine shot kind of undoing a little bit of the advantage that MaxPax has built up for himself off this. Oh my god, and the mine actually still managed to fire on the main army. Cannon, oh my god, it's not done in time. It's not done in time, and even if he pulls the probes, he's going to lose so many more. No! Another 6 probes go down. MaxPax just lost 11 workers to a mine that he knew was there. That is really sloppy, unfortunately, for the young Dane. There is a DT shrine coming on in. Now, I actually think Clem's ahead now. I think he's, like, pretty decently ahead at that. The armory really paid for itself for Clem. Really paid for itself. Stalkers. Oh, they're not going to have a good time with this fight. Not with the siege tank there. First Colossus does pop out, but there's a fair number of Marauders. MaxPax's army is still strong, and it is able to drive this army back. We actually popped battery overcharge. That's a little bit weird. MaxPax, a couple of mistakes that I wouldn't have expected to see from him in this game. We are seeing Clem starting to add on Vikings. 2nd armory, or 2nd engineering bay coming on, and he's already got the armory. Oh, Widowmine spotting this Zealot run by on the left side. +2 weapons will complete for MaxPax, and he's getting a 2nd forge. I still think MaxPax is in a very playable position. I just don't think it's great. And it could have been. It could have been amazing. I would go so far as to say maybe it should have been. Hate to use the term should in regards to StarCraft 2, like what should have happened. But a Widowmine that has already fired a shot on the main base, even with an armory, at this level probably shouldn't be getting 11 probes. We're going to see the Widow Mine. Oh, War Prism will just kind of back away. MaxPax. Did he just lose another Observer? I'm not sure. Either way, he doesn't go in with the Dark or with the War Prism just yet. He's actually going to be going for a triple-pronged DT hit squad. And Observer does spot the army of Clem. MaxPax looking to get some pickoffs with the Stalker Warpins. Or Stalker Kiting, I guess. Zealot's going to try and get in on top of the third base. DT into the natural with the drop. Nice EMP will detect it, but it does actually get pulled away. Vikings... not able to prevent the Warpin. And actually, Clem is actually having a really difficult time dealing with this. He does clean up the DT in the main, DT in the third, and a DT in the natural as well. But he actually has to use a lot of EMPs. I wonder if with the amount of EMP that's just been used, if MaxPax might be able to get something done. He does have 2-0 on the Colossus. Oh, Disruptor shot coming on in. Grabs a Burrowed Mine, but that's it. Clem responded immediately. Vikings are going hunting for the Colossi. This army is really dependent on those Colossus. And it's actually going to be Clem who's the one who gets to be aggressive. I should have checked the Viking count because it is... Oh, there's actually only 7 Vikings. It feels like so many more for some reason. Ooh. Zealots on the top side did find a couple of SCVs, but Planetary Fortress will aggro them in. 3-1 about to complete for MaxPax, but it's not done just yet. There's a +1 armor coming online. Dodge on the Disruptor is good from Clem. We have reinforcements crossing the map, and a counterattack coming out from MaxPax. Big Disruptor shot will connect. Another one, not able to get that connection. +3 weapons is about to complete. That was a frame-perfect dodge on the Disruptor shot. MaxPax is going to give up the base. DTs do have their Blink upgrade, and they will be forced to retreat on out, but they do actually find some damage on the third base. And that's quite a bit of damage. Clem is rebuilding workers right now very wisely, because he is trying to transition into the next stage of this game. Oh, can he get the Ghost? He gets one. Hot pickup. No, there's DTs in the natural. DTs in the third again. Meanwhile, engaged in the middle map. Disruptor shot will connect. Good stuff from MaxPax. He gets a massive bit of damage on the other side of the map. 18 SCVs going down and a big Disruptor shot to boot. MaxPax is now massively ahead in economy. We'll clean up this one Widow Mine. That siege tank is getting some silly good shots. It will get cleaned up, and I don't think it actually got any kills. MaxPax actually needs to spend his money a little bit. Needs a couple more gateways and does have them finishing up. He did lose his fourth base. Well, I guess he got knocked back down to 4 bases because it was his 4th base, but he had a 5th behind it, so that kind of becomes the 4th base. Starport was delayed. Clem has not started reconstructing it yet. He is a little bit under the gun. Well, more than a little bit under the gun. He's very under the gun. 3-3 starts up for Clem. He actually started +2 ship weapons if you can cancel it for a moment. I wonder what he prioritized instead of that. Scan comes down, does see the Observer. +2 armor and +1 shields on the way for MaxPax. Disruptor shot will clear out a Widow Mine. Clem. Oh, he's going to bend back with a concave here. Disruptor shot. Oh, the hot pickup on the Ghost. Very nice from Clem. He does all the things so well. This is a big concave from Clem, but MaxPax is really forcing the army back. He's taking a page out of how Hero likes to engage these armies, and I really like the way he's doing this. Flips a Marauder. He's just firing out the Disruptor shots constantly. MaxPax on 8 Disruptors, and until Liberators come out, those Disruptors are so difficult to deal with. Clem has gotten back up to 71 SCVs, and he is maxed out. So he is going to be able to get up into that. Still not completing that second starport. It's messing with the UI. Oh, Disruptor does get avoided. Icon fires him too far out. Blink forward, though, does manage to snipe down one Viking. I do like the Disruptor plus Blink forward combo, where you throw out like 3 Disruptor shots and use them to cover the Blink. Warping into the main base. Ooh, we do have Clem kind of trying to counter drop. That Disruptor drop or shot in the middle of the map will get dealt with. We actually see the War Prism getting dealt with as well. MaxPax does have Clem kind of in an uncomfortable position. 2 more gateways finishing up for MaxPax. Clem, and he is surviving this uncomfortable position very nicely. He actually does catch MaxPax a little bit caught between the rocks. Oh my god, he's avoiding every disruptor shot so well, but the army of Clem is kind of segmented off now, and now MaxPax uses the rocks against his opponent. A couple Vikings going to go down. I wonder if Clem will go and rebuild them. I wonder if MaxPax will go back into Colossus. There's only 2 Vikings on the field now. The disruptor does get sniped down. God, the skirmishing, the fighting in the middle of the map is so high level from both players. MaxPax does complete his +2 armor. Clem is going to have an upgrade lead in a moment, though, once his +3 armor completes. MaxPax needs to start up his +2 or +3 armor at least, and I would love to see him get into +3 or +2 shields as well. DT's in the main. Ooh, these move commanded bio units are going to get cleaned up as there is disruptors harassing and harrying the army of Clem. DTs will find this starport, and that's going to slow down the Liberator transition. It was completed. I don't even know if it finished a single Liberator. Oh, disruptor shot, big connection this time. MaxPax is really pushing Clem to the limit, and I think he has found Clem's limit first. Disruptor zoning out the army. The command center will start to burn, and it is going to burn down during all this. Another one being targeted. The repair trying to come on in. Disruptor shots continue to push the army back. This one time they do actually connect on the Zealots of MaxPax, but the Blink Stalkers were able to find that one base. MaxPax rebuilding Colossus now behind this. I love that, warping in 5 more DTs into the main base. And Clem is really struggling to deal with the multi-prong of MaxPax, but he will finally get a handle on it. However, MaxPax with recall, does he get out? Yes, he does. Those were +2 Liberators, so hesitating even for a moment would have been deadly. Disruptor shot able to find some SCVs, won't be able to get the base. We actually see Clem flanking the Disruptors, finding a lot of them in the middle of the map. All but one getting picked off here. Very good job right there from Clem. Still, he is very much on the back foot. MaxPax does still have a bank and he's got a much better economy than his opponent. The War Prism from earlier. Will try and find something. Immortal getting caught on the retreat. I think that was even a rallied Immortal. Resources lost is quite close, but it is still a small lead for Clem. Ooh, 12 more DTs just warped on in. That is, what is that? 18 DTs? 14 Blink DTs. Ooh, this army is a little bit caught out for Clem, or MaxPax. Oh, and he's going to be able to get the jump, Clem, that is, on both Colossus. Bad rally on the second one. We will see the Blink DTs. They will take down this base in a matter of seconds. MaxPax really just needs to deal with the army more than anything right now. Disruptor shot will be avoided. And the Liberators are out. They're going to zone out this base for MaxPax. That is a problem. Blink DTs are still running amok on the other side of the map. Does Clem have enough to deal with them? Not really. But the frontal push, can MaxPax deal with this? The army is gigantic. This game is a banger. Ooh, cannons. Despite the battery overcharge, 2 of them will get burned down. DTs, if they can find this last mining base, that would be huge. Oh, the DT stopping the mining on the one base is huge. 3 volleys will take down this base very quickly, but it's going to be so many dead Blink DTs. MaxPax doing a good job of splitting them, forcing out additional scans. But I think every single DT... Oh, does he get the last one? Oh, there's 2, actually. Oh, Widowmine able to clear the 1 DT. Clem, I think he is finally starting to be broken here. There's so many medevacs. There's actually not a lot of bio. But there are 8 Liberators. There's 2 Ghosts. Only one of them has an EMP, and it will get taken down immediately. So no more EMPs available. Now Archons would be massive for MaxPax, but you got to be careful about these Liberators. There's no Psystorm, so he can't go for that. There was never +3 armor made either. Ooh, Liberators will get jumped on. They wanted to go for harassment, but they will be denied. Those are ranged Liberators, so they are a massive problem. DT in the main base will get kited. Look at that. Clem even kiting the Marines there at the end. Disruptor shot. Wow, somehow connecting on a Marine and a Marauder. That looked like it was out of range, but just barely not. Can he get another unit? No. So many Zealots for MaxPax with Blinkstalker, Zealot, Disruptor. He was just going to go for the jump. There's still only one Ghost on the map, which means that EMPs are not really a factor. Clem, he is fighting his heart out, tooth and nail, but I think MaxPax is finally doing it here in game number 1 on Oceanborn. 21 minutes of pure action. Clem still doing his darndest. He snipes down another Disruptor, but it's not going to be enough here. MaxPax does lose 12 probes on the other side of the map. Oh, but he's going to try and snipe down this command center. Will get it. SCBs. Oh, actually felt that Purification Nova on their bodies. But there it is. GG gets called. MaxPax dealt with Liberator Harass on the other side of the map and will take game number 1. My God, what a game. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Spawning up at the top left for Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. Playing a fantastic game number 1. And his opponent, despite being on the back foot for a long time, still forced out of that one. It is Team Liquid's Clem. Yeah, he made some real magic happen. Despite being on the back foot for like ever. But ultimately, MaxPax was still able to get it done. Truly magnificent multitasking from both of them. But here we go now. Equilibrium. The map with the super gold. Allowing you to pump out so many charge lots. We'll see if he goes for an early gold this game or if it's going to be something a little bit different. I did like the setup from MaxPax in game number 1 there. Even though he lost a lot of his lead from the Widow Mines finding more damage, especially that one in the main base. That one in the main base was the MVP for Clem. 100%. But good job for MaxPax. He did not lose the sauce. He did not lose track of what the goal of the game was. Will be a quick gold from MaxPax. Now, is Clem going to punish this? Is he going to be able to punish this? Command center, only about 6 seconds delayed. Certainly something Clem can live with compared to how late sometimes it ends up being. Maybe 5 seconds delayed since he does send out an SCV. Clem seeing no Nexus. He's like, okay, it's got to be gold, right? And it certainly will be. Now, MaxPax knows that Clem knows. What is Clem going to try and go for here? We do have, of course, that bunker. We'll see if he tries to punish this with maybe a quick medevac-based push, medevac Cyclone, and obviously some Marines for support. Very quick Twilight Council coming in from Maximus. Still chrono boosting out those early Adepts. He's going to try and do something. Oh, supply blocked, waiting. Oh, no, he's just waiting for the Nexus. Okay. And how many probes did we recall? One is already here. Oh, he recalls for full saturation. Will be Hellions to start up. MaxPax, let's see if he takes the high yield gas very quickly since he did recall. Well, he actually won't get that much extra value from the additional probes. Obviously, on a gold base, having a little bit of oversaturation. I think the max you want on this gold base is 14. Because there's only 2 far mineral patches that can actually benefit from the 2 extra probes. We will see a shade forward coming on in. Hellions are not yet out, so MaxPax. Oh, he actually could have killed one of those SCVs on a bit of a miss rally from Clem. Hellions on the other side of the map are coming on in. When I said Hellions weren't out, I meant the 3rd and 4th. Oh, that's some big splash damage. The shield battery actually working against MaxPax a little bit. Ooh, a probe pull right there could have caught one of the Hellions, maybe both. Clem getting some good value with this. MaxPax trying to be a nuisance. Ooh, can he get these 2 SCVs? Oh, he does. Okay. That's something. Now, even though MaxPax loses quite a few workers and he is slowed down significantly, he is on that gold base. So it's not as bad as it could be. Now, Clem, this was a one-racked expanded. He's on double mule right now. So he still is slightly outmining his opponent, but the high-yield gas, that is extremely valuable. You can see that it's, well, it's leading to a big differential in gas income. And MaxPax does have Blink finishing up. It will be done in time to deal with what is going to be the Cyclone drop in the main base. Is there more gateways coming online? Oh, nice dodge on that one stalker shot. We do have another attack coming on in. Medevac will get pushed away. It gets saved, though. Clem, not going to be able to find anything with the Hellions. I think that was just one stalker. Yeah, one stalker for both Cyclones. Good job from Clem to save the Medevac. Obviously, MaxPax really wanted it, but I still think this is better for MaxPax, even though the supplies are in favor of Clem. Is it better for MaxPax? I mean, we've got Stim and Combat Shield. Stim just started. Combat Shield is going to start momentarily. Third Nexus is just starting up for MaxPax, but, I mean, that gold base is just so valuable. What did he get? A Hellion? Another one? Let's see. Yes, he... No, he didn't. What did he get? It must have been an SCV. Yeah, I think so. MaxPax single forge behind us. He is on 3 gates right now. Bunker is going to get taken down. Just 2 volleys. It goes down very quickly here. And this is actually really bad for Clem right now. There's only 1 siege tank. MaxPax does see it. Does he go for it? No. He's just going to try and micro through this. He's actually picked away at a lot of the bio right now. Clem does not have a whole lot to defend right now. He's got a couple more units popping on out, but he is going to take damage to this Stalker harassment hit squad. 4 SCVs going down right there. And MaxPax getting amazing value. Ooh, but on the other side of the map, the Hellion drop. This is that medevac that survived from earlier. You can see the value that Clem gets from this. 7 probes just got picked off through a shield battery. And that was only 3 Hellions. Meanwhile, blinking in the main base. MaxPax does find a few more of his opponent's probes. Stim just now completing, but it's not in time to get a punish on any of these stalkers. However, MaxPax does get punished a little bit right there. Or Prism Harass gets another 3 SCVs, it looks like, in the natural. Oh, this game feels very even-ish. It's weird to say that. Oh, good job from MaxPax instantly responding here. The Hellion drop is going to get into the natural. Oh, quick probe pull right there from MaxPax, but he's still going to lose 4 probes. Oh, no target fire from Clem. Rare. Only ends up being 2 probes, so he was focusing on the other side of the map where he was trying to jump MaxPax. MaxPax does manage to escape on out with the majority of the stalkers. A lot of them take a lot of damage, but they get out, and that's the biggest thing. Charge, extended thermal lance, and +1 weapons, all so close to completing for MaxPax, as well as a bunch of gateways. He needs about 20 seconds before he has to fight. However, Clem is prepared to go for a big drop in the main base. Oh, I wonder if MaxPax realizes that the whole army is not there. He does see this quickly and warps in quickly. Good job right there from MaxPax. Clem might have been able to blink in on top of this. Oh, the Widowmine splash damage was quite significant. MaxPax going to blink it on top of this, though. Clem with the hot pickup micro on the siege tank. My God. So good. Observer does get sniped down by Clem. These guys are so fast, man. Clem? Does he... No, he is not going for a 4th or 3rd command center here. He is going for a 5 racks. No more SCVs. He is dedicating hard on 2 bases. Anti-armor missile going to come on in. It will connect on the Colossus. Good target fire on the Widowmine before it can burrow, but another few more do burrow on up. We get some decent shots. I think MaxPax, though, is in a really great position right now. And this time, the Widowmines, 2 of them do still manage to burrow. But Clem, he's just going to tap out instantly. MaxPax takes game number 2. Very well done by Maximus Paximus. All right, here we go. Game number 3. Spawning down in the bottom left for Team Liquid, it is Clem. Melem in the blue. And his opponent spawning up at the top right for Sidestorm Gaming. It's MaxPax in the red. Now, what are we going to be seeing here in game number 3? First 2 games have been extremely close, but MaxPax has just had a little tiny edge in both of them. And Clem tapping out maybe a little bit early in that game number 2, but he had gotten jumped. He knew what he was doing for sure. All right, we're going to see a fake proxy from Clem in game number 3 here. Yeah, he was jumped and he was rather committed on 2 bases. Ah, that's good to know, Lurik. Thank you. That is actually really helpful. I'll try and do that. Oh, nice job from Clem. He's going to trap this probe in, which means that, well, Clem doesn't get, or MaxPax doesn't get to see the fact that this is a fake proxy. He cannot look around. If he wants to do anything with this probe, he has to, well, either just harass or whatever, but he's instead going to lose said probe because it is just a fake proxy. Now, with the Zealot being forced out by this, I think this is a bit of a win for Clement de Blanche. Now, I'm a big fan of the fact that he builds the reactor here. However, it could backfire just a little bit. No, he's going quick Cyclone. This should be fine. This should be fine. I was going to say, if the Zealot gets in on top of the reactor very quickly and he kills that, obviously that's a huge pain. Now, we will potentially see the Zealot being a little bit of a nuisance for the command center, but the first 2 Marines are about to pop out. Stalker is looking to push across the map. And the Reaper did not spot the Zealot. Clem. Oh. No, he's going to be fine with the Cyclone. Yeah, this is totally fine for Clem. He does take the 1 swipe on the Marine, which is better than nothing for MaxPax. But that 1 swipe on a Marine is certainly not what you're looking for in terms of damage. Now, it is going to be Phoenixes out of Maximus Faximus. And the Reaper of Clem has not been able to figure that out. And there's a shield battery at the natural, so this Cyclone push doesn't really have much teeth. Clem, of course, knows there's a shield battery, so he wouldn't want to commit into this, regardless of whether it's Twilight Council or Stargate, but he doesn't know. He doesn't yet know what it's going to be, and he is going for the, single mine and medevac. This feels like it is going to be a bit of a push. No, probably not, because if it was going to be a push, you would likely not build the add-on. It is going to be a 6 Marine mine drop, which is very middle of the road. If you don't know if your opponent's going Stargate or Twilight, it's a good choice. It's a build that Maru has busted out a fair bit. I do kind of like it as a concept. Meanwhile, rather fast second barracks behind it. So very likely going to be for a fast, relatively fast stim. Ooh, the Phoenixes do get revealed. And now Clem knows, yeah, I don't want to go for a drop. I want to go for a frontal push, if anything. It is going to be Phoenix Robo, Phoenix Colossus. MaxPax is going to obviously have to be very careful about the Widow Mine. He's looking for it, and he will see it. Oh, no, he doesn't see it in time. Oh, I thought he did. I thought he did. Clem will lose the mine, but getting the damage on that 1 Phoenix is very nice. MaxPax able to save the Stalkers, though. Clem does have to be a little bit careful. If his army gets jumped, he could very quickly lose everything, and that would be a massive advantage for MaxPax. But we're not going to see that necessarily happening. It is interesting because... Oh. Hold that thought. Could see a little skirmish. It's going to be a lift on all the Marines and a Cyclone. Only a couple Marines still unlifted. And that will be the jump that MaxPax was looking for. Medevac goes down. This is all before a bunch of reinforcements for Clem show up. I think the Viking might have killed one Phoenix. MaxPax is in a great position right now. Ooh, a little bit of miss micro on the Immortal, but only for a moment. I don't even know where this Widowmine came from. Yeah, one Phoenix did fall, but still, this is a good situation for MaxPax, I think. Clem. I mean, it's... Oh, God. Okay, well. As weird as it is, that is best case scenario for MaxPax in terms of how his fleet was laid out. He got hit on the one Phoenix that was already the lowest on HP. With how clumped up that was, that could have been even worse. Still, killing a Phoenix is obviously very good for a Widowmine. But it makes it so that it was basically 2 Widowmines to kill a Phoenix and get a tiny bit of hull damage on 3 and a little bit more hull damage on another. In terms of the balance of how worth it that is, yeah, once again, very fortunate for MaxPax that it was the low HP Phoenix that took the brunt, the main hit, and did not die to the splash damage. Because I think it would have just died to the splash damage, maybe. Ooh, a couple of Widowmines will get intercepted. That's a great pickoff for MaxPax, as well as delaying the 3rd command center. And even going to find a Marauder here. First Colossus not yet out, but it's getting close. There's going to be a siege tank here and a fair amount of bio. I like the recall very much from MaxPax. Meanwhile, that's a lot of Marines. But did I say first Colossus? Actually, 2 Colossus are out. That is great for MaxPax. Oh, he's going to jump on one of the Cyclones. Huge Marine run by into the natural just as the Colossus moved out of position. If it was here, that would have been amazing. But I love this little tactic from Clem. MaxPax cannot catch up to these Marines with just the Colossus. Target fire on the Phoenixes. Ooh, battery overcharge, though. Able to keep most of them alive. Only one Phoenix going down. And if he can hold it the 3rd cleanly, he will still be in a totally decent spot. A lot of lost mining time on these probes. But I think I'm totally okay with that for MaxPax because all the Marines in the main base do get cleaned up. Honestly, that was some amazing crisis management for MaxPax against a very strong play from Clem. Clem's 3rd and 4th barracks are just started. Medevac drop, the Widowmine drop that was trying to split off does get spotted. 6 Phoenix is it's a very decent number to contest a drop squad. And MaxPax getting that Widowmine before it can fire, getting a couple Marines. This is all MaxPax in game 3. He is on the relatively close to getting a 3-0 here. He's definitely got Clem a little bit on the back foot. Ooh, going for the lift, though, is a little bit greedy and bold. It will work out okay for him. Oh, one mine gets a kill on one of those Phoenixes. That's quite nice for Clem. And with that felt like a little bit of an overcommitment from MaxPax. Is Charge? Oh, Charge is not started yet. Actually, with the 3rd command center done and landed and already mining. This isn't as good for MaxPax as I was thinking. He still hasn't started Charge. That's brutal, actually. He must have thought he started it when he started the +1 weapons. And I just kind of assumed, I wasn't even looking at the production tab, I just assumed at this point that it would be, well, just about done. Especially with his gateway transition coming online. Ghost Academy is not even started. If Charge were done, and it was a big Charge Lot Archon Colossus Phoenix timing, I mean, this would be really scary for Clem. He is getting into 2 ghosts. There we go. There's the 3rd. He just didn't quite have the money for it. Really important to get a round of quick ghosts off of this. There's the charge starting on up. MaxPax realizing it, fortunately, pretty much right away as he could, but it's still going to be quite a nuisance here. Widowmine will get spotted by the observer. MaxPax does still have good map vision, and as long as he can survive to charge, he's not going to lose this game, I don't think, because he missed it. But it is still really unfortunate because it means that he can't take advantage of a potentially very strong timing he had. Oh, Clem not rallying this one barracks. Actually, not rallying all of these, or 2 of these barracks. Observer does spot the entire army of Clem. That doesn't even look like Clem's MaxPax vision. That looks like Clem's vision. Oh, War Prism gets sniped. That's quite nice. Clem is probably wondering where his opponent's charge is. He's probably looking at those zealots and saying, those look weirdly slow. Oh, cheeky little mine in the middle. MaxPax, though. He sees it. He'll be able to take it down. Cute little setup, though, from Clem. And another nice little setup. I like that very much. Did the Observer get taken down? No, it just repositioned back to the original position. So Clem scanning for it, not able to find it. Now, if the Phoenixes come over this, they could just all get blasted immediately. 2-2 does start up for Clem. MaxPax's +1 armor is rather late. Blink does start up right behind the charge finishing, so that's good for MaxPax. He doesn't miss a beat on that. Clem gonna start mining off this 4th command center. Oh, a little bit of friendly fire on the Widowmine. And a War Prism. This Planetary Fortress is going to complete, though. But it's going to be a couple of dead SCVs beforehand. And we actually see the shift target from MaxPax. Oh, 7 SCVs. That's not bad for, like, that was like 2 Zealots. Meanwhile, a little drop into the natural. The unfortunate thing for this is that is going to reveal that these 2 ghosts were not rallied. Will kill one of them. Second one gets into a great position, so it should be able to keep alive. No, it does go down too. Okay, honestly, 4 Zealots. Wow, 4 Zealots and a War Prism for 2 ghosts. Actually, ghosts are really expensive. They represent a lot of potential opportunity. That Marauder being held in place by the Marine. Traitor Marine right there. Traitor! Woo, 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 woo. EMPs are going to hit on the army. There are quite a few Vikings to deal with the Colossus, and Blink is not yet done. One Colossus getting sniped very quickly. Disruptor transition is not out in full effect yet. MaxPax on 4 Disruptors. Ooh, big EMP once again. He's going to zone out his opponent. Snipes coming in on the Zealots. Not able to kill them. Doesn't one-shot anymore. There's a lot of EMP energy on this army. Disruptor does get 2 Marauders. 2-2 about to complete for Clem, but it's not done just yet. That's a decent Disruptor shot, hitting a Ghost as well. Blink coming on in. Last Colossus does fall. Vikings, are they going to land? There's so many Vikings here, like 10 Vikings. But with the battery overcharge and the Archons, this will get driven back. Clem does not have a ton of medevacs. He's got a lot of medevac energy, but not a ton of actual medevacs. So the healing potential, I mean, it takes a while to heal up this army, especially with having to stim multiple times to deal with the Disruptors. Ooh, a little bit of an awkward bit of army movement here from MaxPax. Disruptor shot. Oh, does connect on a lot of the bio as the Vikings were trying to get back into the air. Sentry gets taken down. We will see MaxPax going for a bit of a jump here. Forces another big stim. And he's just constantly firing out these Ruptors. MaxPax might be able to get a big jump on his opponent. There's not a ton of bio here for Clem. Disruptors, good job avoiding the friendly fire. And he's actually going to zone this army out. Clem almost walked back into a massive shot. It feels like MaxPax has an opportunity to sprint into this 3rd base as Clem has to take the scenic route back around to get back in position. Observer sees it, but it will get sniped. Disruptor shots taking down the siege tank. Nice job from MaxPax. Good splits from Clem, but the Disruptor's still getting some good value. Oh, and the landed Vikings, couple of them do get blown up here. Another 3 getting blown up. That's 5 for 2. The Mass Disruptor of MaxPax is getting some great work done. And now it is a small upgrade lead for MaxPax. And actually will be for quite a while. Blink DTs. Well, Blink is done for the DTs in a matter of moments. We're going to see an aggressive Blink forward. There's no War Prism here for MaxPax. This is a very good opportunity for him to close this series out right here, right now. War Prism does complete. 3-3 and +2 vehicle weapons are about to complete for Clem. MaxPax going for 8 DTs. I think he warped them in on the top side. Not sure, actually, where he warped those in. Disruptors pushing the army away again. This is a really uncomfortable position for Clem. There they are. There's those DTs. There are a couple Widow Mines here. That's going to help out a lot. And good placed missile turrets to limit the surface area. MaxPax will need to avoid the splash damage from those mines to be able to snipe this command center. Oh, SCVs. Oh, my God. Oh, but the block from the SCVs. The command center will go down. The DTs get massive connections, and they're going to kill so many SCVs as well. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, 2 planetaries going down in about 10 seconds. MaxPax, disruptor shots, forcing the army back, killing a few units as well, and Clem is all but broken here. Sensor tower getting taken down as well. Disruptors trying to jump the army of Clem. MaxPax is up 22 workers and is getting huge work done. Last command center on this top side. I think there was 3. I think 2 of them might have been sniped. Oh, disruptor shots. Oh, one of them gets the massive connection, and I think that might be all she wrote. Clem is still competitive in army supply, and he does have an upgrade lead at the moment. MaxPax really shunning that +3 armor in this series. Ooh, big EMP on the Stalkers, but not as big as it could have been. Landed Vikings still not going to be the greatest here. Another one of them does go down. Oh, the concave of MaxPax, though, not great, but the disruptor shots will push Clem away. This one does get sniped. Clem, though, is going to be able to click down all the disruptors there. Only one of them remaining, and its shot is on cooldown. That will be a potentially full cleanup on this army, but MaxPax able to blink out with the Stalkers at least. Zealots and DTs in the natural, and Clem will tap out, calls the GG. Well played. MaxPax takes a 3-0 after one of the most dominating performances Clem has ever shown in a team league. MaxPax comes back the next day and bops him 3-0. Says, "How do you do, my friend?" And he takes the next chapter of this rivalry. If you enjoyed that series, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Check out the rest of the videos. We will catch you on the flip side.